This is Kevin Harlan alongside. Comes in for Anthony. Langston Galloway's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Tony Roten in for Jose Calderon. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. On the court for Cleveland, Jefferson, he's in at 3. Mozgov is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ramon Shumpert. And it's Dellavedova in at the point.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Ramon Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Roten. Shumpert in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Shumpert's got his second bucket of the night. Knicks trail by 6. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Down low, it's deflected. Mozgov with the steal. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Floats one up. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
That's good.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Utah Jazz.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
Channing Frye's checked in for LeBron.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
Outside Williams. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova, and it's off the back rim. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No short. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much out of each other every single night.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Jefferson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Frye in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Knicks trail by 3. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure. off your perimeter guys, too. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Calderon with it. Guarded now by Irving. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jefferson's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Calderon dishes to Carmelo. There's a good screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
That's a 2 from Smith, and the jumper is good. Smith's got his first 2 points. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Inside, and stolen by Fry. Irving kicks to Jefferson. Feeds it to Fry. Shot clock at 6. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. The Knicks shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat.
And so it's a close.
Hi, Kevin, a solid.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Really an incredible game so far from Derek Williams. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Cleveland also making some changes. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Jefferson subbed in for J.R. Smith. Calderon is out there with a flout. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Lance Thomas. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, won the MVP in international play while was Team USA. And for Kyrie, take